So today I'm going to be going over 10 of the best $20 fragrances. So these are going to be fragrances that can all be picked up basically right at that $20 mark. It's not going to be too much more, it's not going to be too much less. Very important when it comes to doing a video like this is that this is going to be around $20 at discounters. If you were to go through and basically look at all these fragrances at retailers, they're going to be about 3 to 4 times the cost of that. So it's imperative when you're watching this video and you're wanting to pick these up for about that $20 price that you'd shop at discounters. And I will link all of the fragrances I talk about today down below to places like Fragrance Net and Fragrance X. For most of the fragrances in this video, I did reference Fragrance Net for the pricing, and these all came out to be right around $20 with the 35% off coupon code. There's going to be sales tax, shipping, that sort of thing, depending on where you are, so that's something to keep in mind, but it's about as close as I can get. And another thing, if you're watching this a year or two in the future, the prices could be changed as well. I can only do so much, and I'm just giving you these at the $20 price point as of right now. So now that we got that disclaimer stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into the fun part, and we'll get started. First up, we have F Black Pour Homme by Ferragamo. Now this one is always required for me whenever I'm making some sort of cheap fragrance video or something along these lines, and in this case it fits into the price point. I feel like I have to throw it in there. Ferragamo makes some great scents, and this is one of them. Lavender, black pepper, and apple are going to be some of the main notes in this one, and it smells fantastic. It's strong, it's peppery, it's masculine, and it's got great performance. Not much of a summer scent, more of a fall, winter, and early spring type of scent. But it is very versatile within those seasons. You can wear it for most situations out there, except for maybe like a date or a close encounter, because again, this one is very strong. But for the price of about $20, this one is really hard to beat, and you'd be hard-pressed to find something as good as this one in the same price point. Ferragamo F Black. Up next, we have a newer fragrance from Joop. This one is Joop Homme Ice. Just recently caught a bit of hype, and for good reason. I really like this one, and you know, the reason why I like it is because it's not your traditional ice scent. When you look at the bottle and you look at the name, you may be thinking of something that is nothing but citrus and musk and, you know, maybe some florals, just very bright, very summery. This one has a bit more of a richness, and there's quite a bit more than just what seems to be on the surface by looking at the name and the bottle. You know, this has a lot more going on. Plum, orange blossom, and sandalwood are some of the main notes in this one. So you get a nice juicy plum opening. You get the orange blossom. It's giving you a bit of a bright kick. It's giving you ever so slightly like a floral type of smell, and then quite a bit of a nice creamy sandalwood. There's other prominent notes in here as well, but those are the ones that I tend to pick up on the most. This one will work great in spring, will work great in summertime. You don't want to go too warm with this one because it will sweeten up a lot as you get some sun and some heat on it. But in the more mild temperatures, this one here is a great option. And it is something different, you know, it kind of does its own thing here, which is cool. And again, for about 20 bucks, it's hard to beat. And I do also have to say as well, the bottle is really nice for the price. The cap clicks in really nicely. The bottle itself has some weight to it. It's a better presentation than some other $20 scents out there. So that's another positive to this one. Another one that just had to be in this video, we have CK1 Shock. Now you can get a 200 ml bottle for $20. This is a 100 ml, so a bottle twice this size for 20 bucks. That is a steal. And this here smells fantastic. Really good wintertime scent, and something completely unexpected from Calvin Klein. Tobacco, amber, and cardamom are going to be some of the main notes. For me, it's all about that nice red pipe tobacco. It's really well done. Very impressive, especially for the price. 200 mils for about 20 bucks. Man, that is so nice. It's warm, it's spicy, get a bit of a sticky sweetness from the amber, you get a spiciness from the cardamom, and then you get a nice, smooth, relatively high quality tobacco note. Definitely not a niche scent here by any means, but for the price, again, it's really hard to beat. Calvin Klein is known best for their summer editions that come in a similar bottle than this, although just, you know, brighter and more summer looking. But this one here is really a surprise. But this one here is unexpected and is definitely one of my favorites from the line and from the brand in general. This stuff is awesome, really well done. Up next we have Davidoff Zino. Patchouli, rosewood, and lavender are some of the main notes in Zino. This one is more of an older school aromatic fougere style of scent, but for how cheap it is, it pulls it off really well. It comes in right at about that $20 mark. It's spicy, it's woody, it's upscale, and it is very well put together. And it makes you smell like you are a guy who knows what he's after. You know, it's got a strong, commanding, confident, masculine smell about it. Now, this is not going to be for everyone. Again, it is a bit more old school, it's a bit more mature, but if you're into that sort of thing, you're really going to like this one. A lot of aromatic fougères out there can be a bit more on the pricey side, especially from some of the bigger, more expensive designer and niche brands. But this is a really, really affordable option coming in at such a low price. You can try it out and it'll give you an idea if this type of genre is your thing or not. It's a decent performer, it's got decent quality, the scent is definitely better than the bottle. The bottle for sure is on the cheaper side, which is totally fine because that means that they were putting more money into the scent, at least I would hope, and so that's really what I would be after here. For the price, this is really good. You can't deny it. Up next, we have another Davidoff back-to-back, although this one is completely opposite to Zino. So where Zino is a bit more mature and old school, this is going to be more playful and young and very much a casual scent. This one is Cool Water Wave. This one has sea notes, grapefruit, and juniper. So you get a spicy, slight sweetness from the juniper, mostly in the dry down. You can kind of pick up on it off the atomizer. You get a nice grapefruit up top. It's zest. And we just lost power. Okay, we're back. You get a nice zesty grapefruit up top. It's semi-sweet, it's sparkling. And then, of course, you get the sea notes here in this one as well. This is very similar to Invictus Aqua. More so the 2016. If you want an Invictus Aqua alternative at about $20, this one here is really, really well done. There's plenty of other Invictus Aqua alternatives out there, but a lot of them are also going to be a bit more on the expensive side. At least off the top of my head, this is one of the cheaper ones at this price point. Again, $20 on discounters, making it really, really a solid pickup if you're a fan of the DNA and you want something playful for the summertime. You know, it's Invictus Aqua with its own little twist, and I do like this one. I think it's pretty solid. You can spray it on heavily. It can be a beater summertime scent. You don't have to worry about wasting your money here by going with a few extra sprays. And you can also hand this one out to a friend. If you're hanging out with your friend and he doesn't have a cologne, give him this. He can spray on 10 or 15 sprays and it's not going to hurt anything. He's not spraying, you know, a $200 bottle a bunch of times. You know, this stuff is very affordable, and it's also a 125 ml bottle. So you get a bit more fragrance here compared to a standard 100 ml. Moving along, we have a fragrance from Guess. This one is Seductive Homme Noir. Apple, tonka bean, amber, and nutmeg are some of the main notes in this one. So this is more of a warm spicy, and it's a really well done warm spicy scent. You get a spicy nutmeg, you get a sweet fruity apple up top. The tonka bean and the amber is giving you a bit of a powdery feel. All in all, really well done, and it's a nice one for fall and winter time, and also being affordable. A lot of times when it comes to fall and winter scents, you'll find that you're paying a bit more for them because they are stronger and richer scents. It's easy to put out a fresh summertime scent for really cheap. You don't always get the same type of thing with heavier, sweeter scents, but this is one that I do like and is very affordable for the cool weather. Moving up next, we have Sunrise Vetiver by Franck Olivier. Vetiver, bergamot, and lemon are some of the main notes in this one, and what's cool is this actually has a magnetic cap. Now, I won't lie to you and tell you that it is a good magnetic cap because it is one of the weakest cheap magnetic caps I've ever experienced, but it is still a magnetic cap, and I find that to be pretty cool and also pretty entertaining. I mean, this barely holds the weight of the bottle. Barely. I mean, that definitely does not snap in there with authority, but hey, still magnetic. That's pretty cool, especially for about $20. Now, this one is very much an older school style scent as well. It's kind of like a citrus aromatic. You get a lot of vetiver in here, and it's more of a it's kind of a soapy vetiver, but also this is just kind of, you know, more of an old school feeling scent all around. You know, it's not like Tom Ford Grey vetiver where, you know, there's a bit of a modern twist. It's not like Roja Parfum's Vetiver Parfum Cologne or the original where it's kind of sparkling and modern. This is just all in all a bit more old manish. And I hate to say that because, you know, I do like vetiver scents. I like older school stuff, but I can't deny that this definitely smells a bit dated, but it is still really nice. It's very solid. It's going to be better for you guys out there who want something more mature. You're tired of the youthful stuff. And when you look at the bottle, just the color of the scent itself, just kind of the look, oh, I guess I'm far away. When you look at the bottle and you look at the name and everything and the story behind it and just how it looks overall, I guess it does kind of look like it's going to be a bit on the dated side, and it is, but it's still really good, and for $20, it is hard to pass up. And hey, you get a magnetic cap. That's pretty cool. Running down to the end, we have another Guess fragrance. This one is 1981 Indigo. Coconut, fig, and cedarwood are some of the main notes in here. You get a lot of fig, you get a lot of coconut. So those two notes do work together pretty well, although when I first smelled this one, it was an interesting combination, and it still kind of is, you know. They don't really blend all that well. They kind of, to me, sometimes clash and fight a little bit. When you smell this one, you know, it's not going to be super smooth. It's not going to be super high quality. It's a Guess fragrance. It's a $20 scent. It's here in this video, so I'm not hating on it, but I'm just letting you know that this may not quite be for everyone. Some people will be put off by this one, and it may smell a bit odd to them. I was kind of the same way, and you know, I've been back and forth on it, but I still do think it's solid because it's something different. It's something unique. To have notes like fig and even coconut to an extent in a men's designer scent is pretty cool. Coconut is used basically all over the place on the perfume side of things, and you know, designers and cheaper perfumes, but they were really experimenting with some different notes here for a new men's cologne, and I like it for that reason. Again, it's cheap. You could pick it up, and if you don't like it, you can give it away or just, you know, kind of let it collect dust in the back of your collection, whatever you want to do. Not bad stuff all around though, and it is something a bit different and unique, really nice for the spring and summertime. Up next we have Him by Hanny Mori. Cinnamon, amber, and violet leaf are some of the main notes in this one. Now this is very similar to Gucci Pour Homme 2 in the blue bottle, or the blue colored fragrance juice itself. That one's a tea fragrance. Unfortunately took the same fate as Gucci Pour Homme 1 and has been discontinued. That really sucks. Both of those fragrances are great. I'm not fortunate enough to own Gucci Pour Homme 1, but I do have one bottle that's basically empty, and I'm looking at it right now, and it pains me. One bottle of Gucci Pour Homme 2, and again, it's almost empty. I should have bought a couple more, but I just didn't, and it's pretty much too late unless I want to pay a lot of money, because it's been discontinued for a while now, and you can't really get them anymore. But you can get this one for about $20, and it gets you in a similar ballpark. It's not as good of quality as Gucci Pour Homme 2, and I don't like it as much as the Gucci, but it does get you there, and it's about our only option unless you want to spend a bunch of money. And last up, another obvious one that I just saved for the end just to throw in, because most of you probably do have it, but if not, you just need to go get it. Even if you don't have any interest, just go get this anyway because it's not going away ever. Nautica Voyage. Apple, green leaves, and musk are some of the main notes in this one. Came out in 2006. It's been out for a while, but it still smells brand new. It's so modern, it's so fresh, it's so clean, green, apple, kind of a cucumber smell in here, watery. It's just a really, really well done scent for about $20 fragrance, and that does have it on clearance right now. You get a lot of the musk in here. It just works so well, especially for the price. I mean, you cannot go wrong with this one. I don't think you can offend anyone with this one. It's known for being a great compliment getter. It's known for having somewhat good performance for the price, and it is just all around a really good summer scent. It's great for guys out there who are younger, one, because it's affordable, but also because it's super playful and fun smelling for the summertime. If you want a fragrance to wear to high school or college or whatever, this one here is one that should be on the top of your list. So guys, that's going to do it for me. That was 10 of my favorite $20 fragrances. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I know a lot of the cheaper fragrance videos and lists are highly requested, so I'm going to try to keep these coming for you guys. And remember, these are only $20 at discounters, not at full retail. Never pay full retail for any of these. Just hit the links down below. They'll take you right there to the page, most likely on Fragrance Net, because usually they're going to be about the cheapest, and that's what I use to reference the prices for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take care.